At 50 degrees Celsius, every action outside requires calculation. But metal shatters, exposed.
These aren't pets, they're survival partners, bred for centuries to work in conditions that would kill most breeds within hours.
The team knows the routine. Another day of searching for food in the frozen taiga. Another test of endurance and survival skill.
At these temperatures, metal becomes brittle. Chains can snap, tools can shatter. Every piece of equipment must be checked constantly.
Calories are survival currency here. Dogs eat quickly, metabolizing fat and protein into body heat needed to work in the killing cold.
Only the eyes remain exposed. Everything else must be covered or frostbite claims it within minutes, turning skin black and dead.
Each dog has its place in the team hierarchy. Lead dogs for navigation, wheel dogs for power.
The command is given in the old language, words passed down through generations, understood by dogs trained from puppies in these same frozen conditions. The taiga in winter is a place of death. Temperatures rarely rise above 40 degrees Celsius. Food navigation requires reading the snow. Smooth surfaces hide logs and rocks that can break runners or injure dogs. Experience is the only teacher.
All right, let's go, hike!
Downhill sections are dangerous, too fast, and the sled overtakes the dogs, tangling them and breaking legs.
The dogs smell something, food or danger. Impossible to tell yet. Their senses far exceed human capability in this environment. The lead dog's growl signals danger, not prey but predator. Likely wolves competing for the same scarce food sources in this frozen forest. Setting traps where prey travels is critical. Can't waste energy chasing game through deep snow. Must let animals come to carefully place traps.
One trap set, many more needed. Survival here requires dozens of set traps, checked daily.
Hours pass. The forest seems endless, unchanging, white and black and gray. Only the dog's instincts prevent.
The howl comes from upwind. Wolves hunting, likely tracking the same scarce prey. Competition for survival beginning. 3 wolves, maybe more in shadows, desperate for food like everyone in winter taiga, calculating whether dog team is prey or threat.
No guns, too cold to function reliably. Only improvised weapons and noise, and the calculation that wolves prefer easier prey.
Adrenaline burns calories and generates heat, but afterward comes the shakes. Body's response to danger past must recover.
The dog's protected as much as we're protected. Symbiosis refined over millennia. Neither human nor dog survives alone here.
Tree bark, specifically the cambium layer, provides starch and minimal nutrition.
These roots contain certain starches. Cooked, they're edible.
Hours pass. Search becomes routine physical labor. Cold becomes background pain instead of acute threat. Determination replaces excitement.
This trap was set yesterday's expedition. The strategy is patience. Setting dozens of traps daily, checking them systematically.
Success means survival for another day. The calculation shifts from searching to returning safely. Darkness in forest with wolves nearby being death sentence.
Out of the forest means away from wolves. Open ground provides visibility and defense. The village's smoke signals home and safety.
The village, symbol of survival through cooperation. Dozens of families enduring together what none.
Home. The dog's work is complete. Now they'll eat and rest. Tomorrow the cycle repeats. Survival being continuous process, not single achievement.
They eat first. Traditional priority showing respect. Working animals receiving premium food ensuring strength for tomorrow's expedition.
Inside, warmth, safe, success. Outside, death, waiting.
Hands are tools of survival. Frostbite here means into work, which means death, expedition. Today's success, protein from hares, carbohydrates from roots and bark, enough to sustain family several days if rationed, more traps still set, meaning more food coming.
Survival here is collective. Every expedition risks one life for the family's continuation.
Traditional processing, every part utilized, waste being a death sentence when food's scarce. Techniques refined over generations, ensuring maximum nutrition from each catch.
The family gathers, not just for food, but for reaffirmation of bonds that make survival possible.
Not food, simple goal, enormous effort, provides not just nutrition but body heat, psychological warmth of success, hope for tomorrow.
They eat in companionable silence, conversation less important than food, warmth, safety. Tomorrow
Evening is preparation time. Equipment checked, repairs made, nothing left to chance when morning's expedition begins in darkness at minus 50 degrees Celsius again.
One torn seam can kill, cold finds weakness and exploits it mercilessly, so every evening brings inspection and repair.
The sled is life. If it breaks far from village, cargo is abandoned, or death from exhaustion carrying it follows.
Sharp tools save energy and prevent injuries. Dull knife requires dangerous force. Sharp blade cuts with control. Efficiency meaning survival.
Dogs are partners, not tools. They receive calculated nutrition, ensuring strength without waste. Survival requiring perfect balance of every resource.
The overnight fire, calculated to burn slowly through darkness without consuming excess fuel or dying and freezing the family before dawn.
Sleep in Oymyakon requires
preparation. Wrong position means freezing. Inadequate covering means hypothermia.
The dogs sleep outside in 50 degrees Celsius. Their breeding and physiology adapted over millennia.
Night, when preparation meets vulnerability, when control is surrendered to careful planning.
Even sleep isn't rest. Someone wakes every few hours checking fire, ensuring warmth continues. Survival.
Pre-dower. Darkest moment. When fires burn lowest and cold presses hardest against wall.
Morning again, same cold, same dangers, same necessary courage, the cycle repeating daily, survival being not single achievement but continuous choice. The routine, perfected over generations, each action purposeful, efficiency enabling survival, tradition preserving life.
Every morning brings first test. Did the dogs survive the night? Are they ready to work? Can today's survival expedition proceed?
All survived. The team intact means work can continue. Survival can persist another day. The machine of daily existence continues functioning. The forest waits. Same dangers, same scarce rewards, but necessity drives the daily expedition.
Breakfast, fuel for the body, warmth for the core, psychological preparation for leaving safety and entering danger again.
They plan today's route. Different area than yesterday. Systematic coverage of territory. Traditional knowledge of where...
The ritual repeats. Same preparation, same equipment, same risks. Only the specific location changing.
Farewell isn't dramatic. Death is too constant a possibility for drama. Just quiet acknowledgement of risk and...
Outside again. The cold hasn't changed. The danger hasn't decreased. Only the determination to survive.
The team knows. Another day of searching. Another test of endurance. Their purpose clear. Their willingness remarkable given conditions. Different directions, same goal. Systematic search of vast territory. Traditional knowledge guiding where game might be. Patience and persistence being only strategy.
Old campsite. Animals curious about human scent often investigate, making good trap locations. Traditional knowledge using every advantage.
5 traps set. Each different design for different prey. Traditional methods refined over centuries, each representing tomorrow's hope for food.
Further into wilderness, as nearby resources deplete, search radius expands, risk increases, but all
the dog sense. Danger or food impossible to tell immediately. Readiness for either mandatory. Survival requiring instant adaptation.
Wolverine, perhaps most dangerous forest animal, fearless and nearly indestructible, known to drive bears from kills, attacking anything, avoidance being only strategy.
Retreat without confrontation. Wisdom knowing some fights can't be won. Wolverine letting them leave rather than attacking. Mutual calculation favoring separation. Calm returns slowly. Shared danger either breaks trust or strengthen it. Traditional handling ensuring strength results. Team bonding through survival of threat together. Empty. Failure more common than success. Survival requiring acceptance of constant disappointment. Persistence despite repeated failure. Trying again the only strategy. Today's total, smaller than yesterday, some days are. Survival being about averages over months, not daily abundance. Persistence through lean periods determining who survives winters.
Return, always faster mentally than departure. Home pulling as strongly as necessity pushed outward. Tracks from this morning guiding return in failing light.
Village lights, more beautiful than any city to those who spent day in frozen wilderness facing death. Light meaning warmth.
Home again. Same relief, same exhaustion, same small success. Daily survival cycle completing once more.
They eat again. Despite lean day, dogs receive full portions, ensuring strength remains. Tomorrow requires same work from them.
Home again, smaller catch prompting no criticism, only acceptance. Traditional understanding that some days provide less, survival being about persistence through variation.
Smaller portions tonight. Not starvation, but careful rationing. Traditional management, ensuring food. They eat less, but contentedly. Survival not measured by single days' abundance, but by persistence through months and years.
Equipment checked again, same routine regardless of day's success. Preparation for tomorrow unchanging because tomorrow's necessity unchanging. Tradition being foundation when motivation falters.
Planning tomorrow, different area, systematic coverage, traditional mapping of territory and resources, collective knowledge ensuring efficient use of dangerous expedition time.
Fire for second night, same careful arrangement, same calculations, repetition not boring but life-preserving, tradition being successful template repeated infinitely.
Second night, routine providing comfort, exhaustion providing quick sleep, survival continuing through unconscious hours again, tomorrow bringing identical challenges requiring renewed courage.
Night deepens.
Third morning, body's more tired, determination unchanged, routine providing structure when motivation fades, tradition carrying forward when individual strength wanes.
Moment of awareness, endless winter ahead. Same labor daily, same risks, same necessities, yet still they continue.
Efficiency increases, practice refining routine, traditional knowledge passed through observation and repetition, survival skills honed by daily necessity.
Easy now, easy.
The dogs tire too, assessing their condition, determining today's capability.
4 dogs today, giving one rest, ensuring 5 healthy dogs tomorrow, rather than pushing.
Adapt departure, adapted to reality, flexibility within tradition, persistence continuing despite challenges,
New territory, systematic coverage preventing overhunting single area, traditional conservation through rotation, understanding that forest resources need time to regenerate.
Old trap set days ago, distance meaning infrequent checking, possibility that time has succeeded where immediate effort failed, patience being virtue in survival.
Jackpot! 3 catches making days of effort worthwhile. Traditional long-term trap strategy paying off.
3 hares and a handful of roots.
With a heavier sled and 1 dog resting at home, every kilometer hurts, but going back loaded is the only direction that matters out here in the coldest inhabited place on Earth.
Steady, boy!
Out here, even the dogs, bred for Arctic work, slip, but instinct and training turn near disaster into just another breath.
Those frozen smoke pillars mean one thing. Fires are burning. People are alive. And after
Today, the weight they drag home is relief. Meat for people, fat for dogs. Proof that the
Here, greens are luxury and protein is life. Everything that can be eaten is eaten, and what can't be cooked to...
In the coldest village on Earth, humans and dogs eat the same animals. The difference is portions and priority, not...
In this room, the temperature might barely scrape 20 degrees Celsius, but compared to the 50 degrees Celsius outside, it feels like...
In Oymyakon, survival is not a stunt for cameras. It is a quiet agreeing